Let's do the lead code daily problem of day 16 December, right? 16 December 2022. Today's daily problem. So what you have to do, you have to implement a queue using stacks. So stacks, not one stack, you can use two stacks. Okay, obviously you need two stacks. That's pretty simple. So yes, we can implement queue using two stacks, right? Let's make two stacks, and basically what will be happening, right? You will be having your s1 stack and the other would be s2 stack, and whenever some push operation comes, you will just push into s1. So for example, 1 2 3, you push. Now you want to take the pop. So what happens if it was q? What should be popped? So like one should be popped because it is front, right? And this is a rear, and you are adding from the rear. For example, 4 5, for example. Okay, you don't actually, how we see stack key, push on the top. So first one came, then two came, get on the top of one, then three came, get on the top of two, then four came, like this. Okay. Now what you want to remove is that in a queue, you want to remove what came first. One came first, right? But in stack, we remove the top. So four should be removed, right? So how to remove one? There is no way in stack, because stack works on like top method. So therefore, we have stack two. We will remove until we have one element in this. So we will remove from this and you will add from add into this. Now the order will get changed. First four will get added, then three will get added, then two will get added. So two, three, four, and then this is one, right? Now you want to remove, so you will just remove this element. So you'll just pop it, or if you don't want to pop it, like you just need to print it, then you will just print this element like in empty. You need to see that it's simple, like return when both the stacks are empty. S1 dot empty and s2 dot empty, right? Then you'll say, okay, the stack is empty. For push, it's simple, like we are just pushing into s1 x, and then for popping, we are just if the stack 2 has some elements, like if stack 2 dot size is not 0, then what you'll do, you just pop from the stack 2. Okay, int t is equal to s2 dot top, and s2 dot pop, and return the t, right? But if in this case, now someone tells you to pop something. So what was the order of the coming? Like first one came, then two came. Now you just pop this to one, right? Why? Because in previous operation you popped this one, that's why you created this s2. Now the another thing which came after one is two. Now you want to remove two, so you will just remove the stack 2 dot top, right? That is the second element that came. Okay. Now if that's not the case, while your s1 dot size is greater than 1, or you can write this s1 dot size, s2 dot push your s1 dot top, and s2 s1 dot pop. Now every element came into this, like 1 2 3 4 all came into this. Now you just need to enter t is equal to s2 dot top and s2 dot pop, and then you just return the p element, right? And this is basically more or less peak thing. But in peak, we don't just pop it, we just return it, right? T is equal to this, so return this. Okay, no need to pop this. And if like s2 doesn't have any element, then to get the peak, you will do this, and you don't pop this, you will just return this, right? And that's all. Let's try to sum this up. Arey yaar. Oh man, I can't believe this. Let's see GFG problem of the day. 2D hopscotch. It's pretty simple and just nah man. Okay guys, so that's about it. You created two stack, push into one stack, pop from the different stack S2. If S2 is not empty, if S2 is empty, you create S2. By taking out elements from the S1, it will reverse the order of the element, right? Because yeah, that's how stack works. It works in like it pops out the top element, so the order you get is reverse. So similarly, peak is just same as pop. You don't need to remove this, and empty even both the stack are empty. 2D hopscotch. Let's remove it from here. So first of all, this is hexagons, and hexagon are of two type, right? But before that, let's see what we can see, right? What you have been given a 2D matrix. For example, this, right? You have been given 2D matrix. You have been given the matrix dimensions. You have been given ty can be 0 or 1. If ty is equal to 0 means Avantika and ty being 1 is equal to Aarti is being played, something like that. We'll discuss about that. And you have been given a starting point, right? 1 comma 1 is your starting point, and where you have to reach, there is no fixed thing. You can reach on the sum elements, right? And then you need to return the sum of that. Now for example, let me put it into simple words. Starting point was 1 comma 1 in this case, okay? And if you see in this, what is 1 comma 1? 1 comma 1 is 4, right? Yes or no? Right. Now, 4 we have, देखो, 1 comma 1 is adjacent to what? Also, yeah, it's adjacent to this 6, because this is in a hexagon type. So this 6 elements, 0 1 1 2 2 2 2 1 2 0 1 0, these 6 element, 1 1 is adjacent to, like directly attached. Now if the ty is equal to 0, Yani if the Avantika is being played, let's forget about Avantika and Agi. If the Ty is equal to 0, then you have to calculate the sum of these adjacent, right? Just adjacent. But if the Ty is equal to 1, then you have to calculate the adjacent at the two, at the two distance, right? You have to hopscotch to the second two distance, and then you have to calculate the neighbors. So for 1 comma 1, if Ty is equal to 0, neighbors are simply this hexagons. And if for example, let's take 1 comma 2, if ty is equal to 1, which what are the neighbors? These adjacent cells are not neighbors. The after this, whatever is this is neighbor. Like for example, this is neighbor, because this is at distance 2. This is also at distance 2, right? This is a neighbor, this is a neighbor, distance 2. This is a neighbor, distance 2. This is a neighbor, this is a neighbor, this is a neighbor, this is this. All these elements are neighbor, right? For 1 comma 2, all these boundary element, also some are not shown, that are also its neighbor. For example, 3 from the top, and 1 from the bottom, that's also his neighbor. Now the thing which came is like, how to put it, that first of all, you have to create a neighbors list. How you'll getting neighbors? So we'll create the direction matrix. How we do, like, is equal to, we do something like 1 comma 0 minus 1 comma 0, that one. So we'll have to, so basically you have to just, it's simple. Like for example, you haven't given a starting point. You will go for, you will first see whether if your ty is equal to 0 or 1. Okay, ty is equal to 0, otherwise else ty is equal to 1. Then you have some specific set of elements that you need to take, right? You have to take some specific elements, like auto I in b1, which is basically this distance apart. So int x is equal to, sorry, new x is equal to your previous x. Let's take it as z, and new x is equal to your previous x क्या था, I plus z of 0, right? And then previous x क्या था, previous y क्या था हमारा, j plus आपका z of 1, ठीक है? So this is the new points, and then you have to check if valid this new points nx comma ny is valid. You can do it here itself, or you can make separate function. If this is valid, then sum plus is equal to matrix of nx comma ny, because this is the point that you can jump. So basically, if the hopscotch length is 1, like if the ty is 0, you have to take all these adjacent elements, sum them up, and that's return. And if you the ty is equal to 1, you have to don't take adjacent neighbor, but the neighbors at the distance 2, and then sum them up, and then get the result. Now how will you get the neighbors? It's the whole point. Like for that, you have to create these two matrices, yeah, these two direction vector, what we call it, right? Oh man. So these are two direction vector, d1 and d2, right? Now another thing, it's simple to see that if the length is 1, if ti is equal to 0, if we are taking from d1, we have 6 adjacent. So basically this will be have 6 adjacent, right? 3 4, 5, and 6. But if this is something like D2, it will have 12 adjacent. You can analytical think or you can just see, right? Yeah, you can see, you can count actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. The 3 are missing, as I said. So it will have 6. Is it completely 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So yeah. Or for example, if this is the case, auto I in D2, you'll take elements in NX. It's same, man. It's just same. This D1 got changed to D2 and nothing else got changed, right? Now the whole thing is valid check karna is not a big thing. Just fill this D1, D2. D1, D2 is also very super easy. Like for example, 1 comma 1, right? If you're basically, you know what I'm trying to say, that D1, D2 actually is not, D1 is just only one. D1 is basically 2. It depends whether your J is even or odd, right? Whether your Y coordinate is even or odd. For example, 1 comma 1, let's take, right? The J is odd. So what you have, these elements. For example, let's take 1 comma 2. Now what you have, let's see. Let's discuss about this in detail. Thoda sa. If you got 1 comma 1, your J is odd. The D1 will be something like kitna? First 1 comma 1 के लिए you have 1 comma 0. Or first simple things are 0 comma 1 and 2 comma 1. So y coordinate doesn't get changed. Sorry, x comma y, if you see like that, then yeah. But visually y coordinate is changing, but x comma y may 1 is not changing. So forget about that. One is minus 1 comma 0 and other is 1 comma 0. That is fixed, right? So this I did for this, like 1 comma 1 के लिए 0 comma 1 and 2 comma 1. Like minus करोगे तो 0 comma 1, plus करोगे तो 2 comma 1. And the other two things are 2 comma 0, 2 comma 2. So how you can say कि x में plus हो रहा है, y में can be plus or can be minus. x में for sure plus, right? मतलब first coordinate for sure plus. I j बोल लो तो I में for sure plus. 1 comma minus 1 और 1 comma 1, right? Because इसमें 1 comma minus 1 हो रहा है, इधर 1 comma 1 हो रहा है. And the other thing, like x is same, so basically 0 comma 0, not 0 comma 0 but 0 comma, इसमें minus 1, इसमें plus 1, so 0 comma minus 1 and 0 comma plus 1, right? So these are the things which became for 1 comma 1 के लिए, when 1 was j was odd था. Let's take another thing where j is even. For example, 1 comma 2. The only difference you will say that, you know, ऊपर में change हो रहा है. अब 1 comma 2 में ऊपर में change हो रहा है and नीचे में change नहीं हो रहा. 1 comma 1, like what I said, that your, you know what I'm saying, कि, let's see this 1 comma 1 element and see its top left. It's 1 comma 0. But see this 1 comma 2. Its top left. It's 0 comma 1. You know, the thing that is not changing is that y is getting, for example, I or j, so j is getting reducing, 1 is becoming 0, 2 is becoming 1. But let's see what is happening to your ith coordinate. 1 was 1 and 1 becomes 0. So this is the difference, man. Because hexagons like this are not just exactly symmetrical kind of stuff. That's why, you know, they are two things. So you have to check whether your, if this is odd, then your you know what is happening, ऊपर आएगा, mm, how to put it, this is becoming minus 1, 1 comma 2. If odd है तो it will be like something like देखो क्या आएगा, जो j है, ठीक है, j, सॉरी, जो I है, I think I will get same I, and I will get I plus 1, ठीक है. These two things will be there. Why I'm saying, because to one, let's see about, let's focus on x point, okay? X became x only or x plus 1, 2, okay? But if 1 comma 2, in this your j was even, and then क्या हुआ कि हमारा I या तो I रहा या तो I is equal to I minus 1 बन गया. because one became zero or one remain one, right? Something like that. So where did I handle for this? These two were for simple cases. Then this one was, 1 comma minus 1, then 1 comma 1. So let's say, because yeah, 0 comma 1 and 0 comma minus 1 is still there, right? For example, 1 comma 1 have 1 comma 0 and 1 comma 2. This is corresponding to 0 comma minus 1 and 0 comma 1. But 1 comma 2 also has 0 comma minus 1. This is 0 comma minus 1, 1 comma 1. But it doesn't have plus 1. It doesn't have something like 2 comma 1 or 2 comma 3, which is like at far. So this point basically depends whether it's even or odd. If it's odd, j is odd, then here would be 1, right? If even, there would be 2. So 1 के लिए odd even, so you can write simply j modulo 2. नो बट उसके लिए -1 होना चाहिए, 0 1 चाहिए या -1 चाहिए, ठीक है? If this is equal to this, something like, how can you put this? um mm, mm, uh, 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 mm, 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 mm. j modulo 2 उसमें 1 आएगा, 2 into this 0, या 2 into 1, ऐसा कर सकते हैं ना, 2 into this, modulus 2 जो भी आया, it can be 0 or 1, then -1. तो 2 into 1 minus 1 हमारा 1 हो जाएगा, 2 into, or you can just write. Okay, so let me tell you what is this thing for this. You have to write, it's pretty simple. Let's see. Now you got the thing ना कि order even पे कैसे changes हो रहे हैं. Similarly वो उस पे भी होगा, D2 में भी होगा. You can see that. इसके लिए मैं बना दूंगा int x is equal to j ampersand 1. It will tell whether it's even or it's odd. ठीक है, इसको मैं क्या करूंगा, multiply by 2 minus 1, 2 into this minus 1, just so like how I did this over here. Remove that. I was saying first, uh, j is equal to 2 into mod 2. First calculate what is the mod 2, remainder from 2. Then multiply it by 2 and then minus 1. So how you will calculate modulus 2? You will calculate it like this. And x is equal to j ampersand 1. This will give you modulus 2. If it's like multiple of 2, it will give 0. Otherwise, it will give 1. So this is just multiplying it by 2 and this is minus 1, right? So that's about it. Now it's pretty simple, where you have to change it and which you have to make same. ठीक है, -1 comma 0 है. As you can see, like this में भी 1 comma 2 में ऊपर नीचे वाले पॉइंट पे सेम रहेंगे कि -1 होगा और +1 होगा, ठीक है? -1 comma 0, 1 comma 0, 0 वाले फिक्स है, 0 comma 1, 0 comma -1, ठीक है? बट 1 की जगह आ जाएगा आप तुम्हारा x comma 1, x comma -1. Similarly, when you write this, it's 1 comma 0, 1 comma 0. Let's see now. Let's see for 1 comma 2. What are the elements? Like first of all, तुम्हारे x सेम रहा, y में changes हो रहे हैं, मतलब j सेम रहा, i में changes हो रहे हैं. तुम्हारा i सेम रहा, j में changes हो रहे हैं. That's also possible, right? I सेम रहा, j में changes हो रहे हैं. So 0 comma 1, 0 comma -1. Then let's talk about this. 2 comma 3 and 0 comma 4. एक 1 से घट रहा है, एक 2 से घट रहा है. No, something like that. 0 comma 4. And then you will also have something like -1 भी होगा यहाँ पे अभी, right? Oh, okay, wait a second, it would be -2 comma 0 and 2 comma 0 and 0 comma 2 and 0 comma -2. Actually this you need to see यार from the figure itself कि इसके ऊपर 0,2 है, इसके ऊपर होगा -1,2, उसमें दो घट रहे हैं, ठीक है, दो बढ़ रहे हैं. ये तो सिंपल है. नाउ इसमें भी थोड़ा सा सिंपल है कि एक तो आपने -1 करा इसको और इसको +2 कर दिया और एक -1 करा और फिर -2 कर दिया. सो -1 करा, 1 को +2 करा एंड -1 करा, देन +2 -2 कर दिया, ठीक है, समथिंग लाइक दैट, -1 -2. और ओवर हियर व्हाट यू डिड, +1 करा, -2 कर दिया, +1 करा और +2 कर दिया, +1 करा, +2 कर दिया, +1 करा और -2 कर दिया. अब ये प्रॉब्लम वहां पे भी आएगी, जैसे 1 1 वाला है या फिर 0 0 वाला होगा और -1 वाला नहीं होगा, समथिंग लाइक दैट. और एक और चीज है कि क्या, दिस, तो मैं +1 करा एंड -1 करा, +1 करा एंड +1 करा, this plus this plus. Now how will you do that? This is -1 -2 करा, एंड इसके ऊपर क्या होगा, -1, 1, -2 करा और -1 करा, ठीक है। -2 करा और -1 करा, और एक होगा तुमने -2 करा और 1 करा, इसके ऊपर क्या होगा, 0, सॉरी -1, 3, तो +1 करा। अब ये देखो यहाँ पे 1 है और 2 है, सॉरी, हाँ मतलब -2 है और तुम्हारा -1 है, बेसिकली 1 की जगह तो 1 ही है बस, है ना। बट कुछ केसेस ऐसे होंगे जिसके अंदर क्या होगा कि 1 मतलब 2 -1, ठीक है, तो ये चीज तो आएगी, एंड ये वाली चीज भी आएगी, तो लेट्स पुट इट 1, -1 की जगह आ जाएगा तुम्हारा x, और दिस आएगा x, एंड दिस आएगा तुम्हारा 2 into x -1. What was that? 2 into x -1, something like that it was. I think over here. I need to check that, because that was the thing, because that is the main thing. देखो यहाँ पे तुम्हारा एक तो होगा -x -1, फिर let's take this the d2 is basically you need to see right carefully. देखो -2, 0 and 2, 0 would be there, right? 0, 2, 0, -2 would be there. -1, 2 and -1, -2 would be there, right? Then 1, 2, 1, -2 would be there. Only difference is last के 4 वाले में, ठीक है। -x, -1, एंड देन होगा तुम्हारा -x, 1, एक होगा तुम्हारा 2 into x, -1, एक होगा 2 into x, 1, ठीक है। Let's again see 2, 0, -2, 0, -2, 0, or 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, -2, -1, 2, -1, -2, and 1, 2, 1, -2, and then this last four. This last four was थोड़ा सा tricky, but nothing like that. Okay, valid हमने बनाया नहीं, valid मैं बना देता हूँ, सिंपल है थोड़ा सा। nx अगर छोटा है 0 से, या फिर तुम्हारा ny अगर छोटा है 0 से, या फिर तुम्हारा nx अगर तुम्हारा बड़ा है n-1 से, या फिर तुम्हारा ny तुम्हारा बड़ा है m-1 से, you will just continue, right? Else you'll do that. S was not declared int s, and s भी नहीं करा हमने, I think. The main thing about the whole problem was just D1, तो फिर भी आसान था, D2 का थोड़ा सा देखना, because that is a thing, but this you can just simply do by analyzing the problem. Z was not declared. Why Z was not declared? Z was not declared, line number 31. Okay, let's try to sum this up. What is the problem? Okay, I think and this is the thing that these operators, what now you can do simply, like what you can do. I'll show you the easy way for doing this, those who are not understanding. 2 into हमारा j mod 2 -1. Okay, it got submitted as you saw, but इससे भी हो जाएगा. Yeah, as you can see, correctly submitted. So that was the thing. It was a simple decent question. But the only stuff about this is D2 को अच्छे से analyze करना by looking at the problem. You can use copy pen to draw these and then see कि कौन कौन से coordinate लेने हैं. But देखो जो obvious है वो तो obvious है. ये 8 तो obvious थे, तो मैंने directly लिख दिए. इनमें last वाले में थोड़ा सा issue है कि when you have to take 1, when you have to take 2, something like that, when you have to take minus 2, when you have to take plus 2, something like that. So that's about it. Okay guys, okay, bye. एक्स की वैल्यू कभी 1 होगी या तो -1 होगी, बस यही है। एक्स बेसिकली दो चीजों के लिए रिप्रेजेंट करता है, या तो 1 या तो -1। ओके गाइस बाय, क्योंकि जब -1 होगा तो ये 1 बन जाएगा, जब 1 होगा तो ये -1 बन जाएगा। 2 भी +1 मतलब 2 और -2 बेसिकली समथिंग लाइक दैट। यू हैव टू एक्स की यहाँ पे वैल्यू +-1 एंड 2x की वैल्यू +-2, ठीक है। दैट यू कैन सी बाय एनालाइजिंग, बाय ड्राइंग आउट द प्रॉब्लम। ओके गाइस, सिंपल, बाय। व्हाट हैपेंड?